momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost... And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin from 6 yards away. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now back to throw. He's got a man complete. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson, 84 yards. And the Bucs are able to claw one back. Extra point put through by Succop. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Back now in Tampa, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 72 yards rushing for him now. This is 10th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, this one taken in by Otten. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Taken at the goal line.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. There's the stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Second down and goal. Pickett. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside under review. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off play action, Pickett.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And